Well, Tom, thanks for joining us. I guess like millions of us, you were sat glued to the TV the other night watching England. But what are your thoughts on how things are progressing out there?
Yeah, it looks good. Been fantastic so far. I can feel the sort of momentum's shifted a little bit. I think we started well. Things have taken on from there, and it's all looking good at the minute. I think the ultimate optimist. I think we're going to hopefully go all the way.
That whole low expectation thing that they went in with just seems to be paying off at the minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it started like that. I think there was, to me, it didn't quite feel like World Cup fever for whatever reason. You know, you sort of usually it feels like a big build-up. It seemed to be a little bit more low-key. But then after the first game and then obviously the Panama game, it sort of seemed to kick into life. Then from then on, obviously with the penalty shootout, you know, it's taken on to the next level, and it really does feel like the probably expectations coming back a little bit, and the bit of momentum, and everyone's enjoying it. So there's a real positive feel to it. So it's yeah, it's great to watch it at the moment.
You're one of that rare union, the goalkeeping union, who can become a hero through a penalty shootout. What were your thoughts when you watched Jordan going through what he was going through the other night? And of course, the other keepers were in the squad as well. I believe Popey helped out with Dyer behind the scenes in terms of Dyer taking penalties into Popey. So there's a big influence on, a big impact for you guys to be made in penalty shootouts. Yeah,
that's right. As a keeper, obviously, you get to a penalty shootout. It's you've got the opportunity really to be a hero. It's usually the other way around for keepers. It's the opportunity to be a clown, if you like, or be the villain. So yeah, it's that moment. I think Jordan the other night was outstanding. He made a fantastic save that really went under the radar at the end of the 90 minutes, which was an incredible save. Obviously, one that probably counted most was the save in the shootout. Brilliant moment. Obviously, we all know the anguish that England fans and players have suffered over the years. So to sort of get rid of that first one in a long time, I think it's just given everyone a lift and probably given even more confidence and belief to kick on. So yeah, it was good to watch.
And as I said there, Popey played his part. Eric Dyer came out and said afterwards, I believe you've been in touch with Popey while he's been out there. How's he enjoying the experience?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him for a little while, but he's obviously enjoying it. You know, the 2 weeks I spent with him, there's a real good vibe around the camp. Obviously, Popey's really enjoying it, as you would. A lot of practice has gone in, so a lot of those lads have used the goalkeepers in terms of putting the practice in and doing the repetition out on the grass. I think they've talked about owning the moment, if you like. You're not going too quickly on the whistle. I think it's a big one. They did a bit of research in the past on you know, England players that blow the whistle and almost in a hurry and a rush to go and take it. And I think this time you'll see them blow the whistle. There's a calmness. They take the time. When they're ready, they'll start the run up, which I think made a difference the other night. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure Popey's really enjoying it. I haven't spoken to him, been hard at work this week, but I'll probably be in contact with him over the next few days, see how he's getting on. I've spoken to a couple of other lads, so yeah, it's I'm sure they're all really enjoying it. And quarter-final of the World Cup, it's a brilliant place to be.
I'm conscious that throughout all this, it's probably a little bit of a tough watch for you, because in a sliding doors moment, you'd have been out there maybe as well as maybe instead of Popey. So, but I know equally footballers don't tend to carry regrets with them, so it's probably a little bit of a tough one for you in some respects.
Yeah, it's sort of been dealt with that, to be honest, Daz. I think the moment I got injured at the start of last season, it was obviously difficult. It was a nasty injury, of course. So I was always chasing at the back end of last season, trying to accelerate everything, push it forward. You know, I got back fit, but again, it was probably a touch early. I was okay, don't get me wrong, but not fully right. So to get the call to be on standby after the initial disappointment of not going, I was delighted to be involved in it, to be honest. You know, I had 2 excellent weeks training there, 2 weeks off, then 2 weeks training there. Really enjoyed in and around it. It was good for me on a personal level. I felt back 100%. Trained really well. So yeah, it was good to feel that, and then had a nice break, and I've come back in here, feel 100% ready, a bit between my teeth, and looking forward to it.
And pre-season is just around the corner. We're off to Cork next week to kick it all off over there. Looking forward to a nice training camp, I guess, in what hopefully is this beautiful weather. We had it last time in Cork as well.
Yeah, we did. I remember, actually, I think it was my first season. Actually, we went over there, same place again. So it'd be nice to go back and sort of see it all again. I remember last time it was a tough trip, so I'm sure the manager's got the same sort of thing planned.
That's where the tractor tyres came out.
Yeah, that's right, and there's a rumour is they're still there actually on the side of the pitch waiting for us. So we'll see. But I think it's been an excellent start. You know, the first few days in the building here, everyone looks fit, everyone looks ready. The standard of training's been excellent. So yeah, it's good at the moment. Obviously, on a personal note, as I said, I'm delighted to be back 100%, feeling good. So yeah, looking forward to next week. Should be a good trip.
What are the benefits of a week like next week, Tom? Because you're in here at the moment all week, all of you, apart from obviously Nick and Johan, working twice a day perhaps on the field, but being out in Cork, there's a different vibe to it altogether. How does that benefit you as a squad?
I think it just brings everyone together. You know, we spend a lot of time together as it is, but when you're sort of with each other 24/7, probably the bonds get a little bit stronger. We usually do a few things, few sort of team building things, whatever that may be, which become almost like an anchor point for the season. Usually some memorable moments. We have the tough days in training, like the Gaffer's Day that we could talk about. You know, that brings everyone together when you go through that sort of hardship together. And
not long into pre-season, things get really serious when what's already been dubbed the Battle of Britain against Aberdeen in the Europa League. What are your thoughts when that one came out, and your thoughts about the tie itself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll be a tough tie. I think their season starts before ours, so I imagine they've been a little bit longer. It comes quite quick, actually. But we'll be ready. We'll be ready to go. Everyone's looking forward to it. Two-leg games. You know, I think we'll probably approach that in the right manner. So, yeah, there's just excitement, really. I mean, it's still we're 3 weeks today away from it. That's a long time in pre-season, so no one's getting ahead of themselves. But I think it's always there in the back of the mind. And we're all looking forward to it.
European football is a badge of honour for footballers, but for Burnley footballers, it's a unique badge of honour in many ways. You're an elite club now. It's 51 years since this club was in European football. You carry that with you, really. You carry the hopes of everybody, don't you? That's the way. Yeah,
you can feel that. You know, you could feel it building last season. Not just with us, but with the fans, everyone connected with the club. You know, you could feel that excitement, that sort of journey we talk about. It's been a positive journey really since I've been here, and it's been great to be on. And we want to take that forward. You know, it's a great marker being in Europe, but we don't want it to end there. You know, we want to go on and kick on in that. We want to go and do well in it, see how far we can go. We've got another Premier League season coming up, of course. That again, we want to set our own stall out and see what we can do in that. So, you know, we want to keep moving things forward, keep evolving, keep developing. Yes, it's a good marker, but it's important now we kick on from there.
And just finally, Tom, big season for you then? Coming back fully fit and raring to go?
Yeah, yeah, looking forward to it, as I say. Obviously got a little bit frustrated last season, sort of back end. Yeah, it is, and weirdly enough, you know, at the start of the injury, you sort of deal with it, you do your rehab, but then as you get closer to being fit, you're not quite right, but you sort of want to be right. It's tough, you know, it's a different sort of challenge. I've been fortunate in my career not to have too much of that. So yeah, another nice experience in the bag, but I'm pleased to see the back of it, and it's great to be, obviously, and really looking forward to it.